Yo, what's up? My name's Jason. I'm here with Project CFC. Today's draft day. This is our first video, so we'll see what the hell happens. We're going to get into cards. That's what I want to discuss. Basically, this is what the group of us are invested in. Super excited about cards in general. Used to do this as a kid. A couple of us used to do this as a kid. Have old school cards. It's getting hot again. And I think cards are getting even more beautiful, something you can hang on your wall. This is so much fun, how we're starting this process. I've put so much research into it now, the group of us have, into just what these cards are. They're just personal things I want to hold on to, want to sell. It's a new type of market. It's a shoe market. It's a stock market. Your long-term growth stuff I'll never sell. I have a hologram Jordan that I'll never sell. You know, at draft day, we just got a Walter Payton card because it's football time, and I'm super excited to get that as a group and show everybody that one. We might just hold on to that forever. We have no idea. But in the long term, we're going to show you how to flip cards, which ones to hold on to long term, which cards I believe into, especially in football, fantasy football cards, how this all relates to PSA gem ones, and there's so many topics that we can get into now. But today, I really want to focus in on football and the draft. Like I said, yesterday is the first day of the draft. Today is the second day, and what the Bears just did. Bears fan, obviously, and what other teams do relative into cards and where those are going now, and kind of where our belief has come on those, and which cards I think I'm going to attack and we're going to attack as a group to hold on to for a long time, or if we're going to hold on to a short time. What players we kind of believe in, at least for football right now, and I'm super excited. The draft completely excites me. I am all about the draft. Watched all 32 picks yesterday with a group of people on Zoom. Getting that down there was fantastic. All had a glass of scotch and enjoyed every second of that. That gets me into their cards. Joe Burrow's card, I think, is going to be, yes, he plays for the Cincinnati Bengals, who drafted him, who haven't won a playoff game in, I believe, it's at 27 years. Get checked on that stat here. They are the longest team that hasn't won a playoff. So is he put in a great situation? I think quarterbacks in situations are huge. Yes, talent can override that. So maybe ride with the wave of the card in this beginning year and see where he's at, or everyone's going to want it now. Depends on how quickly you want to flip that card. Why don't you just tell me?
Cincinnati Bengals haven't won a Super Bowl since 1981.
So how many years is that? 29 years?
You're looking at 20, 40, 39 years.
39 years. So they haven't won since 1981. Okay, the Bengals haven't won since 1981. Anyways, it's the longest. It's 39 years. So is he put in that good situation? Is Joe Burrow going to have that ability to continue this card? So you look at cards as either a long-term or a short-term investment cards. Right now, if you're looking to make money, yeah, scoop up those cards. All right, so the big cards are going to be Burrow, obviously, to Cincinnati, like I was talking about him. Tua to Miami. Tua Tagovailoa. Oh, man, I hope I got that right. And Justin Herbert into the San Diego Chargers. Jordan Love with the Packers now. And we'll see. I'm right here in the second draft, and as of I know right now, what's his name from Oklahoma? What is his name? Hurst from Oklahoma, and also played for Alabama, is not drafted yet, so we'll see where he's going. Those are kind of the top quarterbacks, cards to attack. Some of the good wide receivers attacked. I mean, CD falling to Dallas. I mean, that could boost up some Dak Prescott cards, even some Ezekiel. CD might be a guy to attack right him. I didn't think he was going to fall that far. That was a big player. You all saw. What's his name? God. You also saw Jerry Jones in his yacht, kicking it down there, making that pick. Of course he's going to make that. So those cards have their values. Those either 1 or 2 years later, kind of it's how it's rolled. Obviously, Lamar Jackson. Those guys took 2 years before you really saw it. Even Patrick Mahomes took it till his second year. We didn't know who Patrick Mahomes was in Kansas City his first year. Everyone said he had the arm. Now he's Patrick Mahomes, and his card is through the roof. And I guess that's the whole great part about this market of games. It's a guessing game on what players you think are going to have a value. It relays into tons of things, from bets to college to believing on where these guys are going to go. Cards are art right now. It's just how I think we believe this stuff. That's the background to, instead of just having great paintings and stuff like this, you can actually display cards as art. And getting great value and great graded cards mean a lot. I think they're awesome. And this draft shows other big wide receivers and where they're going to go to. Drew Brees' cards, Tom Brady's, all those cards play into effect into the actual market of cards and what you believe. Can you quickly flip and see how this season goes? Are they going to have a streak? Is that NFC going to be the teams to beat this year? Is Murray going to go off finally with DeAndre Hopkins, and his card going to continue to go up? Or like I believe Drew Lock is going to hit a peak by week 6 and be down. The Bears don't have a quarterback. I don't even know if I would even take a Bears quarterback card. They're just going to go to garbage. You're going to waste your money. Don't do that. Stick with Walter Payton's and maybe find like a rookie Khalil Mack. That's what I'm saying. You know he's going to light people up, even though defensive players unfortunately aren't crazy values either. I mean, even your LTs and your Max and your big Urlacher cards sometimes, and autographed rookies and their parallels and everything else are just, they don't hit big peaks. Like, I'm just all speaking this, and I believe relative into like basketball and baseball cards, which I'll get once we believe a season that. Like I said, this is the draft day shows. As I'm doing draft day related football stuff, that's all we're talking about today is football. And right now the market is hot just because the draft is going on, which is super exciting. So I'm going to continue to look at Lamar Jackson cards. I think we're going to continue to look a little more at Josh Allen cards. And then get super excited about these new rookie cards, and hopefully they have a season, and we get all their new cards and their new jerseys, and the autos start coming out on Cincinnati, from Joe's to Tua's to all the new wide receivers and whoever you're excited about in your team. And let's do this. Daniel Jones also, I think, is another good quarterback for the New York Giants. Obviously, he is one of those big market second-year quarterbacks. His value could go also up. I believe that's one. Drew Lock's another one on those. His stats are continuing to rise. I continue to see it. If you have any of those cards, I'd wait a little bit, then sell them. I do not think Drew Lock is going to be the quarterback everyone thinks Drew Lock is going to be. Maybe Daniel Jones will get that. I think Lamar is on that thing. Josh Allen, I think, is on that. If you play fantasy, Josh Allen was a killer last year. And Lamar Jackson won a lot of people's fantasy championships. Also, be careful with some of these. The Tuas, although you can get killed on quarterbacks. Johnny Manziel, his card, everyone was hot on that guy. I never was. The Vince Young cards that after his rookie year, killing. I think he won like offensive rookie of the year that year, and his card was at its peak of its value at the end of the year, and then Vince Young, you guys all know what happened to Vince Young. All right, let's wrap this up. This group passion of ours is amazing. Like I said, it's NFL draft day. I'm wearing Mac. I'm passionate. I mean, this was our first round pick, 52. Mac, that was our first round pick, even though we got tight end stuff today. The passion for football is what drove us into cards, not just necessarily football. Baseball, basketball, we all have our own little niches in this group, And I think you'll see that going forward. I hope you believe in this video. You'll see that we not just want to make money off these cards, but we absolutely believe in them. We love them. It's something I would hang on my wall. I keep telling, yeah, I'm not going to hang a beach picture on my wall, but I'm going to hang cards. Like, I actually was looking up stuff online the other day. They make these artwork stuff that you could put cards in frames. It's beautiful. And I'm thinking about doing the wife. Well, that's a new story. You guys all know that discussion. But I love cards. We love it. This whole market of it, it's different. There's so many ways to go about it, and in our new videos we'll attack that. So subscribe to Project CFC. I appreciate every like, subscription. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Have a good night.